Hello, everybody. Welcome to another show with Sunday Adelaja here from Kyiv, Ukraine. I want to welcome all of you, and I want to invite you to go welcome and invite all your friends to the show today. Today, we are going to have a very unique, very, very special program. And this program is a program like we never had before. A very, very original program, because, thanks to the guest that we are having today. So please go ahead and invite your friends. Go ahead and call on your family members, on people you love, people that you care about. Go and tag as many people as possible. Today, you are going to be amazed, pleasantly amazed and surprised by our hero today. Yeah, I'm having a lot of respect and admiration for him, for his courage, and for the life that he is living, that many people who don't have the kind of challenges that he is facing on a daily basis cannot even do 10% of what he's been able to do with his life. So I'm having today Mr. Sonny Ezurike. Mr. Sonny Ezurike is here with me, and he is a brother that is doing his PhD. He's a musical artist. He's a musician, a singer, and despite the fact that he's visually impaired, what people would call somebody that doesn't have the use of his sight or blind, this man has been able to finish not just high school, not just primary school, not just high school, not just first degree, not just second degree. He's doing his PhD and sponsoring himself to do that. And sponsoring himself to do that abroad. People who don't even have any challenge cannot sponsor themselves to finish first degree. What a man. What kind of a man is this? Hello, Mr. Sonny. What a phenomenon. What a phenomenon you are. What made you like this? Even we that don't have any problem, we cannot achieve the kind of thing that you have attained. What is this? How will you describe yourself to us? Who is Sonny Ezurike?
Well, my pastor Sonny Ezurike is a Nigerian, but I believe it is the grace of God that has been able to bring me this far. It's been God all the way, right from my very first day till now. Otherwise, it would have been extraordinarily difficult comparing the physical challenge I have. So it can be no other thing but God.
Yeah, but okay, let me tell you the first impression that I had about you. When our common friend, Pastor Ernest Ebong, told me about you, and that you are doing your PhD now, the first thing that came to my mind is that, oh, okay, I'm sure he's coming from a very rich family, or he's having some very rich relatives, because the people when I was growing up in Nigeria, all the people that had the kind of impairment that you had, or either they are deaf or they are blind, they didn't go to school. And the only ones that go to school are having probably very rich family members that are able to take them to special schools, pay for them, and all that. So is it that you have a very rich family that is sponsoring and footing your bills, or what?
Well, the reverse is the case. In my own situation, I actually come from a very humble family. My father was a peasant farmer. My mother was just a mere trader. And prior to now, there was nobody in that family that actually has gone to school. So I am of the first generation in my family to ever go to school. So it's not because they had money. If it was money, I wouldn't have been here, because they had nothing. Wow. We had to struggle to even feed at times. So
No, I don't understand that. You said your family you are in the first generation of people to go to school?
Exactly. Without exaggeration, I am the very first. My father had about 28 children. Not one went to school. I think the boys managed to finish primary school, and they all took to apprenticeship. This thing they usually do in
Apprenticeship, yes, in the
that part
East.
of Nigeria. Yes, yes, they all went to learn one trade or the other. And the girls, I think, managed to finish. And one of them managed to finish secondary school, but that was all. She got married. So I'm actually the very first that went to secondary school, finished, went to university, finished, and went to Aberdeen University, did my masters, and here I am now,
No,
sir,
no, no,
doing
no,
my
no. But how is that possible?
PhD. It's strange. It's strange,
So,
but
your father was not a literate person. He was not educated himself.
my father was a stark illiterate. He didn't know how to. I'm not sure he could write his name.
Woo! No, but what was the impression in your what led to your impairment? Were you born like that?
No, sir. It was as a result of measles when I was 3 years
Measles.
old.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are the measles we used to have in Africa those days.
Yeah, I understand. I understand measles have been eliminated here in Europe, but
Yes.
it's still prevalent in Africa.
Is it still in Africa?
It is still prevalent in Africa.
Measles are still in Africa up to today?
Till date.
Oh, oh no, oh, this has been eradicated from Europe long time, just like malaria has been eradicated from Europe long time too.
Exactly. That's what I got to learn, but unfortunately, the same situation does not apply in Africa.
So
We have measles.
so Sonny, you used to see very well. You remember?
Well, at age 3, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's much I can remember, but of course I did see from birth. I wasn't born blind from birth. I had my both sides, my both eyes, and I played around with my peers in the village. So, but it wasn't just me that was affected. Actually, I think there was an outbreak of measles within that community,
Okay.
and children of my age bracket were affected. But from what I was told, I was the only one that survived. The rest died.
Ooh.
I survived, but not without paying this ultimate price.
So the rest died.
Yeah, they didn't make it. Yeah.
Now I begin to understand what you were saying. You know, in the beginning, you said God has been with you from birth. No, it's now that I'm understanding. Oh.
That is the truth.
So God preserved your life.
God did. In His mercies, He did. He preserved my life, and He has remained faithful to me.
Villagers or even some relatives will say it might be some evil spirit. At least now, especially now in Nigeria, they will say, go take him to some deliverance. Take him to some place. It is evil spirit or Satan or demons or father's house or mother's house that caused it. I don't know if you are familiar with what I'm saying, sir.
You're right, sir. You're right, sir.
Do you hear any story like that, or did you come across anything like this?
In my own case, actually, that was very early in the 70s, so they didn't really. But I know there was. My mother told me of a woman who came to her because the thing was terribly bad, so bad that even to carry me as a baby was a problem. So one woman came to her and suggested to her to throw me away. He said,
to your mom.
Why are you still bothered about this child that is dying? Why don't you throw him away? And my mother said she began to cry, she began to weep because how can a woman like her suggest to her to throw her own child away? just because the child had measles. So so glad that she didn't do as the woman had suggested, really.
My God. So were you the only child from your mom's side? Or you had other children from your mother?
My mother?
Yes.
Yeah, my mother had about five.
So, but since you got sick, didn't it become a problem for her to be taking care of you? Like, because all the attention will have to be on you.
That is correct. Every attention actually shifted to me. She was able to manage the situation. She was able to manage the situation very well.
Sonny, I don't understand. Why is it that out of 20-something children, is it 30-something or 20-something that your father had?
28.
28. You are the only one who ended up going to school. It's a mystery to me. You have to help us. So, and how did that happen?
The truth is that within my community in those days, and even till now, really. But the major threat everybody knew was famine.
Okay.
So you just bring.
Yes, go ahead, sir. I'm hearing you. You said the major thing they were doing is farming. Hello? Oh, I think I have problem with the line now. Wow. This line shouldn't mess up with me today. Oh. It's not from our side, it's from his side. This thing shouldn't mess up today. This particular day, internet must work, because I must get to the root of this gentleman's story. This is an amazing feat. I mean, can you imagine how many of us are able-bodied people? And we complain and complain and complain. And we can't make anything happen for ourselves. But this is somebody that has such an impairment from childhood and is able to overcome all the hurdles. How I wish you would really talk to us today. I wish you would really be open and just open up all the difficulties, all the challenges that he has to overcome on a daily basis. This man is a hero. In fact, we need to give him some. In fact, Nigeria needs to give him some national award. Hello?
Hello,
sir. You are back. Yes, you were saying that the community you grew up in, they were all farmers.
Yes. That was a major stock in trade for them.
But okay, is that the reason why they sent you to school, since you couldn't go to farm?
Well, I lost my sight, so apparently I couldn't do what they all were good at doing, and that was my family didn't know what to do because they were so confused. That was the very first time such a thing was happening.
Okay.
First time they were seeing such a child around, so there was this
please, Mr. Sonny, can you move a bit back like that, backward like that? Yeah, good now. Excellent. Yes, I'm hearing you, sir.
Okay, sir. So there was a relation who came to them and advised them to take me to a special school for the blind, which was then in Olu, my local government. So that was actually how it all started.
Your local
Because I
government is
couldn't
called,
farm and I couldn't
your
do
local government is called Orlu?
Olu, Orlu. Olu.
Orlu?
Olu is in Imo State.
Okay, okay. But you are in the village.
So I went to, uh, sorry?
But you are living in the village, not in Orlu, not in the capital of the local government.
No, in the village, yeah, in the village.
So how will you be going from the village to the school? That's what I don't understand.
They had a boarding facility. You can imagine what the boarding facility was like. But anyway, that was a facility for us to live in, and that was where I stayed. We were there for like 2 years, and then the school was moved to Umuahia, which is now in Abia State.
But
And
it is far now. Umuahia, you should
yeah,
be far from your. You should be very far from your home, from your village.
very, 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 very far. Once in a while, my mother would come visiting, but the rest of the day-to-day living was left to me. It was my business to learn how to live my life, to learn how to adapt to situation, to the environment, and that was exactly what I did, sir.
Okay, so how old were you when they took you to that school?
9 years.
So it is a special school for the for the impaired
Blind.
sight impaired people, huh?
Yes.
Okay, but you are 9 years. I'm sure some other people will be younger than you.
I think I was the youngest in my time. I was the youngest. Others were a lot older than me. In Nigeria, really, it's not easy to own up to having a child who is visually impaired or who is disabled in one form or the other. Sometimes they keep them they keep them at the background. They don't release them to the community. They don't let people know about it. And yes, I'm with you, sir.
Okay, you are saying that you are the youngest.
I was indeed the youngest.
But how come? Tell me, you are saying something after that. We didn't hear you to the end.
Yes, I was saying that back home in Nigeria, families do not easily bring out their disabled ones.
Okay.
They keep hiding them. They keep hiding them. They keep them at the background. They don't bring them out on time. So before they know it, age is counting. From 10 years to 20 years, 30 years. When I was in primary one in that school, I had some people who were over 30 years that were in the same class with me.
Wow.
Apparently because maybe either their parents didn't know on time or they just refused to bring them out.
Hmm. But how are they teaching you? Did they have all the technical abilities and the provisions and all the things that were needed to teach visually impaired people?
Not at all, sir.
Not at all?
Not at all. Not at all. No. The only thing I could tell you they had was a braille writing frame, and braille writing frame could just be like one or two for about 10, 15 students, 10, 15 pupils, and then for a blind person to write exams, you need to know how to use typewriter back home.
Okay.
So I think they had just one typewriter in that school within that period.
Wow.
And we were about maybe like 30 or so, struggling to learn how to type with one typewriter, one very old typewriter. Government in Nigeria, unfortunately, does not live up to their responsibilities. And
one
really,
typewriter.
Just one typewriter here for about 30 students, and little has changed. It's still about the same thing. If you go to that school, you'll be so surprised to still meet it as it was when we were there.
No, but why did you just spend 2 years in primary school? It's supposed to be for 6 years now.
No, I didn't say I spent 2 years. I said in that particular place we were we're there for 2 3 years because it wasn't actually meant for the blind only. There were the deaf and dumb and
I want school.
and the mentally retarded, all of us were in that same
No,
school.
no, no, Sonny.
That is the truth, sir.
My God. Ah, they pack everybody, match everybody together.
Everybody. Sometimes the mentally retarded will come and hit you on the head and run away. So I think they saw a lot of things, and then decided to find a special school for the blind. It wasn't a fun experience, truly.
Since you were the youngest, were you not tempted to run back to your mom?
I was not, sir. I was not really, because I just knew I needed to do something for myself. The only challenge I had was never returning back to school early enough, because they were always not ready for me to go back to school on time. Always
You mean
not
your
ready.
parents?
Yeah, my parents. I remember school would resume. I'd be in the house crying because the things they needed to get, they wouldn't have it to give me. But
No, I don't get it. They will not let you go back to school on time. Why?
not ordinarily they would want me to go back to school, but to buy the provisions
Okay.
and to give me some pocket money,
Okay.
they didn't have it.
Because they were poor themselves.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh.
They had nothing.
Okay.
So I would stay back in the house and cry for like 3 weeks, 1 month, and before they would manage to rally around something and then give me to
I am so happy that you are talking about these things. I am so, because that you are detailed about it. Because what you are telling me is making me to know that Nigeria, I must go there by the grace of God. In fact, if I have to go back I want to be part of these problems. I want to go and identify with all these challenges, with all these problems. I want to make them my problems. I want to, oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So people are suffering like this on daily basis. Day
terrible,
in,
sir.
day out.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
People in Europe don't even know these things exist. That
They don't. They don't.
Shy. Even to just go back to school, your people couldn't even afford it.
They could not. They could not.
And how much is it? Maybe it's 15 naira or 20 naira. They might not be able to gather it.
It's something like that, but they didn't have it.
So, but if they took you to Umo here, or, my pronunciation is not so great.
Yes, you're right, sir.
Umo here. So how come?
Yeah.
So you have to be traveling there.
At a point, I got to learn how to travel to the school myself.
No.
That is the truth.
How? How now?
That is the truth. Sir, I don't know how to explain this.
By yourself, you will come out of your village.
Yeah.
Come out of the village
Right
and go
from
to the
time.
Eh?
Right from time, I began to practice this independent living, I always cherished doing everything myself. And I want to believe that was actually what helped me along the way because my parents were surprised that I could go to Umuahia and come back whenever the school closed
Come
and
back home from school by yourself.
on my own, yes, sir.
Ah, my God. My God. And you didn't, do you have the white stick or what they call it? Is it white stick?
At that stage, no. Who would give you white cane? That would be too much of a luxury.
So without cane, so but you'll be falling down now.
Ah, it's possible. What? I mean, there must be some stumbling blocks along the way, but
My God. My
what
God.
makes one
My God.
what makes you stronger, sir, is
My God. From the village to Umo here, but your state, you are in Imo State now.
yeah,
From
it
Imo
was
State to
in
Abia State by yourself?
yeah, but then it was under one state, but
No,
quite
I'm just
quite
using
big.
the state now for people to know the distance.
Exactly, yeah, yes, sir.
How many? But there is not one straight transport from your village to the place to the school now.
No, 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 about three drops.
My. And nobody was holding you by the hand.
Right from time I hated people holding me by the hand, so I would always manage on my own to find my way.
How many times this man would have fallen? How many dishes? How many holes? How many injuries?
I will tell you one experience. I'll tell you one experience when I was in King's College
Okay, in Lagos.
in Lagos. Yes, sir. I
Okay.
had I had my white cane though at that stage, but there was a day I was to have an interview with NTA 2 Ikoyi, and
Okay.
I hadn't been there before, so that was my first day, and
And nobody was taking you.
no, no, I was on my own, so that was this was funny to me, but truly at first it was a very painful experience. But what had happened was I had alighted at the bus stop and I was to cross the road. Now I had the impression that it was just one wide road I needed to cross. I didn't know there was a gutter in between the two roads. And Nigeria. Nigeria is such a funny country. Most gutters are open.
Whoa, my God. Oh.
There's there's none that is coveted. So I had crossed the first road confidently, and I was happy with myself, just waiting for vehicles to clear for me to cross the second road. I didn't know there was gutter. Before I took the next step, that was it. I saw myself landing there, but happily I still got up because I needed to accomplish mission. I got up, uh, cleaned up myself, and went my way. Nobody knew what happened. It was only me that knew. I I I fell somewhere, but that was a good lesson for me because I still needed to travel back to where I came from. And when I had finished with the interview, I came out, and because I already know I've fallen there before, and I know that's a gutter, so I was able to navigate my way through. So we learn from experience.
So you are not able to see your clothes and your.
No, 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 not at all. Americans would say legally blind. I'm legally blind completely.
You know, I was saying when we lost you the last time, I was saying that we need a national award for you. We need a national award. In fact, I'm going to use this opportunity to say something now, just in case anybody is there that is listening to me. You know, Mr. Sonny, he sponsored himself up to now, and he's a singer. He's releasing albums, and if you can buy his music and you can buy his book. He's also reading his book where all his life story is written in. And also, you know, he's doing his PhD, sponsoring himself in Portugal, studying in Portugal, doing his PhD there. And unfortunately, for this semester, he didn't have enough money for him to pay for the school fees. He had money, but his money was not complete because you are studying in Europe, so his money was not complete. So they would not allow him to continue this particular semester. He only needs about 3,000 euro, you know, less than 3,000 euros, about, let's say 3,000 euro. Only 3,000 euro this man needed. And I'm just thinking, if, please, all of you people that are listening to me, maybe God will speak to some of you also to contribute. And, you know, his I think we have his contact. We are going to put his contact there, maybe telephone and things. And I'm going to put his contact right now. His contact are there now. I want all of us to contribute any amount we can contribute. So anybody that can contribute $100, 200, 1,000. Maybe one person will even be touched to pay the whole thing. And this kind of person, in fact, I think it will be a privilege for all of us to participate in his destiny, to play a role in the destiny of a man like this. I'm just broken right now, emotionally. I am overwhelmed. I am, you know, what a hero. But I want to take you back to Umo here. How many years did you spend there? You spent 2 years in the your local government, then you went to the capital. That's many years did you spend in Umo here?
It should be 4 years, 81 to 85, 4 years.
So you are traveling by yourself?
I was from 81, yes, I was going myself and returning back myself.
This is not 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers, oh?
Not at all.
This might be up to 100 or 200 kilometers, oh?
It should be.
Yes, because from Imo State to Abia State, and somebody without sight, virtually impaired person, traveling like that in Nigeria, where there is no provision for the disabled, where cars don't even stop for people who are okay, talk less of people who are not okay, where cars just drive anyhow, no street light. No street light, no road signs. So I think you are right. I think God must have protected you.
Sir, if not for God, I'm sure my own will have ended since. Very, very sure of that.
And were you telling me the story right now that you survived in Lagos?
Why not? Because I was in King's College. I was there from 1985 to 1991. So, and I was there alone. My parents didn't follow me to Lagos. My brother, my sister. I was there alone, so I needed to do my things myself.
You are moving around Lagos by yourself?
Everywhere in Lagos, from Surulere to Lagos Island, Tafawa Square, from there to everywhere. There was nowhere I couldn't navigate.
Chineke. Oh, they just put some more light on you now. It was good. I don't know where the light came from. It was I think my team is the one who did it. The bath is straight. Or where did the light come from? Somebody just put more light on you. It was very good. But wait.
Wow.
Hey. You know me, the way you are seeing me now, you know me, I cannot survive in Lagos. With 2 eyes, so. In fact, I've never stayed in Lagos more than 2 weeks. And every day I stay in Lagos, I get lost.
Lagos is too rowdy.
So me, I want to find out how are you able to make it?
Oh, it will be difficult to fully explain what my journey in Lagos was like, really. But
I mean, the transportation in Lagos is horrible. The more Lue.
Yes, sir. But I was jumping into those molues. There was a day, there was a day a moving vehicle, a bus. It was a downfall. Yeah, a downfall. We got to the stop where I was to stop, and the crazy driver refused to stop. So my one leg was down, and the other one was inside. But finally, people started shouting, and he managed to stop. But it's not a funny experience. Lagos is not easy to move around, really. But I had no choice. Because I needed to survive. It was my future that was at stake.
Oh my God. Please go and call somebody, everybody who is watching this program. Please go and invite people. Go and invite people. Oh, go and invite people. Let's all go invite people. Pastor Hebong, Pastor Ernest, thank you for inviting Sonny to come to this program. Thank you for inviting Sonny to come to this program. Oh my God. Go and invite everybody that is complaining about his life. Anybody that is complaining about anything in life, please go and invite them. Oh, let them come and see the hero of our time. The hero of our time. Oh my. If you are not from Nigeria, you don't know what Lagos means. Just imagine New York or London City or any megapolis where, movement is crazy. Nothing can compare to Lagos. Lagos is worse than anywhere. And this man, oh my God, please, where can we send money to? Okay, we cannot, at least telephone, please be showing his telephone, I beg you. We all need to begin to contribute to this man's education right now. We don't have his account, but we will call him. Maybe he will be able to tell us. But, please, let's anybody, this is the kind of person we are supposed to be giving our tithes and offering to. Not to those big men and those churches. If you have a tithe this month, and you have already not committed it to somebody underprivileged person anywhere, this is the person I will recommend you to give your tithe and offering to today. For this month. I am just, I bow down before you. I bow down before the God that is in you. I kneel that I prostrate before your heroism, before your boldness, before your courage, your desire to live and to make it. And you are so quiet and so humble like this. Is your book on Amazon?
Pastor, yes, sir, it is on Amazon at the moment.
Please
yes.
show that book. Let's see the book. And my. How did you survive Lagos?
Lagos.
Ooh.
Lagos. Actually, if you ask me Lagos for free, I won't take. But then because I needed to survive, sir. I did everything I could in my power to make sure I scaled through the hurdles. Lagos is not an easy place to live in, not at all. But I was there for 6 solid years, and
And you didn't have a car. Sonny, you didn't have a car in Lagos?
I mean, I'm doing my PhD now. I don't even have a car. If I tell you how I managed to overcome Portugal, sir, you probably wouldn't believe it
Please,
because
please tell
I
us. I
came
want
here
to hear,
alone.
please.
I came here alone in 2016,
Who?
and prior to my arrival in Lisbon, I hadn't known anybody here. So, and but when I came, already in my mind I had envisaged what I was going to go through. So I had to go to the school. They gave me a hostel. Well, I called the association here that takes care of the blind. I was in Aberdeen before, where I did my
Okay.
masters.
Yes.
And while in Aberdeen, in fact, my very first day, the very first day I arrived in Aberdeen, they gave me a mobility trainer. And because I cherish my independence a lot, my mobility trainer actually was even surprised that in under 1 month already I had known my way. So, but at least she was there to assist me to teach me some things. In Portugal, when I arrived and I requested for such a help from the association here, well, maybe for language barrier, they couldn't send me anybody to teach me. So I needed to now survive on my own. I had to learn my way. I had to learn my way myself. I had to begin to study the school environment, how to go to my faculty, how to go to the gate, how to walk down to the train, to the metro station, and God, God being God, and because I know within my heart, I knew I was going to make it. So somehow, it became it became like the drinking of water or the counting of ABCD to me. So eventually I got to overcome the whole place, got to know everywhere. And my dean herself, sometimes is amazed when she sees me doing certain things that probably she has never seen before. Here people are fond of using uh, their guide dogs or whatever. But because I never really wanted to have a guide dog, I always wanted to be on my own. So they find this thing when they see me moving around doing things myself. And then when I moved from the hostel to where I am at the moment, it became an additional task because I needed to then study my way from where I live to the school. That was an additional problem. I had to learn to study my way from my house to the church, to the local church that I attend. And that became an additional task. Ordinarily in Aberdeen, they would have given me a mobility trainer again to train me around, but I didn't have any such access. So I had to teach myself. And then depending on God, relying on God, again I overcame. So it's amazing to me. Sometimes I laugh when I walk because certain things I couldn't do when I first arrived, I can now do.
Sir, I don't know. Do you have anybody in the house with you or you are by yourself?
I have one of my friends here.
Please, can we tell him to help put some light on you? Now he's good. He's putting light on you now. Yes, good now. Yeah, good. Excellent now. Excellent. Let him hold the light like that for us till we finish.
Oh,
Uh, my God, oh, Sonny. Please, anybody that is watching this thing, oh, he has removed the light again, oh.
Is it okay?
No, it was okay now. Now it's dark again. Put it the way you put it 1 minute ago. Well, anybody that is watching this thing, please, I want to beg you, especially if you know anybody in Portugal, or if anybody is in Portugal right now, or even if you are not in Portugal, this man must finish that PhD. This man must finish that PhD by all means, by the grace of God. Ah. I don't know if I can finish this program. I'm emotionally just shattered. Can you hear the story he was telling about Portugal? How he had to survive in Portugal? my. And can you imagine that there are thousands and thousands of other people like this in Nigeria? Oh my God, release me from this place on time. I know God's time is the best. Father, hear my prayer about Nigeria. All these people must not be left alone. Ooh. Okay, you are back. The light is still not all right. The light is on his chest. We need the light to be on his face.
It's okay. I'm going to give you a minute.
Okay.
No conflict.
All right.
Stand up.
Yeah, it's better now. It's becoming better. It's becoming better. Only I hope it's not too far so that we can hear his voice. It's becoming better. Anyway, at least we can manage like this. This is better than it was before. So this is the contact of Mr. Sonny is right there on the screen for you. For everybody that is watching this program, please write down the telephone number, even if it's going to be morally, even if you just want to support him morally. Let us get behind this hero. Let us get behind this man. Let us get behind him. Please, I want to call upon everybody to sacrifice for him so that he will never need to look for money again. Not just the $3,000 that he the euro that he needs or dollars. Let's give as much as we could, as we can, so that he can have enough to eat and look at that apartment where he's staying and the kitchen, and all those look very primitive. And he's by himself. So let's try to give as much as we can afford. Let's all contribute as much as we can. Let's all contribute as much as we can. And let's all contribute as much as we can so that he will not need to struggle for the next year as well.
Pastor, is it better now?
Well, it's almost there, but we are seeing you now to your mouth level, but from your nose upward, it's still dark. But at least it's better than it was before. If the person holding the camera can show the other side. Right now they are showing more to your right side, but we need the camera to show more of your left side. I don't know if they can hear me. Okay. They will get back again. Please, I think I would like all of you people to try to call. Please, let's try to call in to this program, because you'll be able to help me to finish this program, because I am totally, burdened by this situation. And not just for Mr. Sonny alone, but for all some similar people like that all over Nigeria. And I want to call upon all of you who want to contribute to call, maybe to encourage him or talk to him or support him. If you want to call, the way to call is to write to Facebook Messenger, Move Agents. Just go and look for Move Agents on Facebook Messenger. Go look for Facebook Messenger, Move Agents, and then you can tell us that you want to call. So anybody that want to call, just write to us that you want to call. If you write that you want to call, then we will call you back. Just write that you would like to call. Go to Facebook Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and look for move agents, move agents, move agents. Okay, Mr. Sonny is back. Mr. Sonny, you are a hero. How did you get? Can you hear me, sir? Hello, Mr. Sonny. Hello, Mr. Sonny. I think we lost him again. Say, How can we send? Anyway, the telephone is there. Everybody will find out how to be able to send some money to him. But, my God. I don't even know what people are thinking right now. What is happening to people? Or it's just me that I'm so sentimental like this? What's happening to people out there? Emmanuel, come here. What are you experiencing? Please bring the chair. Come here. What's happening to you? Or am I crazy? Am I the only one feeling like this? Please, does anybody have any right to complain now with what I'm seeing here today?
So sad. The same thing I was telling one lady, complaining. I said, why are you complaining? You've got 2 eyes. Why are you complaining for? You've got 2 eyes. You're complaining you've lost your job. You're complaining you don't have job. But you have 2 eyes. Why? I don't know. This should be an encouragement.
Just to have eyes. We don't even value it.
Sight.
We don't even value it often. Tell me, what do you think about this man? This man is I said the nation is supposed to reward this man. If they don't reward him before I come, I'm going to lobby for him. I'm going to fight for him. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for him. What do you think with this story you are hearing? Do you know Lagos?
I know Lagos.
No problem. They won't call again.
Can you imagine somebody with visual impairment?
Yeah.
By himself?
To me, it's a mystery. It's beyond my imagination. I can't comprehend it.
I bow before this guy. I just honor him with all my being. I just honor this man. When my friend, our common friend, Pastor Ernest, was talking about him, I didn't know the magnitude of this story. The magnitude of this story. Can you imagine how many of us complain? And
so we can imagine how many of this man is
still in that country. No, God will have to let me go to that country because I want to identify with all these problems. I like problems. And, I don't care for government. I'm not going to wait for government. We are going to put a system in place where we are going to be able to address this kind of situation by the grace of God. I've done this in Ukraine here. I have a lot of job to do, but you know what? Somebody must be there for them. Somebody must be there for these people. Someone must be there for them.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of job.
Somebody must be there for them.
I'm telling you.
I mean, it's like we don't even have government in that country at all. We don't have government. It's like we don't have government. We don't have government.
And I'm so sad we have churches that can contribute massively to change. They're not doing nothing.
They don't even see these people.
They don't even care, do they?
They don't even look for these kind of people to be their
They don't
members.
care. It's painful. It's painful. It's very painful. Very, very painful. Very, very painful. I don't even want to hear anyone that has a side to complain in front of me again.
Yeah.
Because that would just make me like, wow. Sight.
Yeah. Is it back? Are they back? Thank you, sir. Hello?
Yes, I'm back, sir.
Yes, sir. It's good now. We are fine now.
Okay.
Please, how did you get to, is it King's College?
King's College, yes, sir.
How did you get to King's College? That's the most elitist school in Nigeria. That is the most respected secondary school in the whole of Nigeria. At least one of the few most respected ones. You must have been very brilliant in your secondary school. How did that happen? Hello, sir. The internet in this Portugal. This Portugal is like Africa. Oh. This Portugal place. I think I've not been to Portugal. What's wrong with their internet? They shouldn't mess up this, my brother. Oh. My. Hey, does anybody want to call? Nobody wants to call? Please, let's see if anybody wants to call, please. Because I will be very shocked if nobody wants to call. I will be very, very shocked. In fact, I will be very shocked if nobody wants to pick up this man's bill. You know, we have to all try to do something to pick up this man's bills. I've seen problems. No, there was no material, no. Hello, Sonny.
Yes, sir. I'm back.
I said, how did you get to King's College?
Yeah, at primary, when I was in primary 5, they called us together to write federal government.
To write the, what do you call it? Common entrance, or what they call it? This their network in this what country do you call it? This, what kind of network did they give you, Sonny? They are making you to suffer in that place. Oh, it's like Nigeria is even better than this Portugal line here. La Kule. Anyway, okay. Look, do we have any caller? Wait, let's get the caller first. Let's see if there will be a caller. I think somebody wants to call. I'm sure we should have more callers today. That's what I think. If anybody has empathy and sympathy, I think people should let this man hear what they're thinking about him. And he will be going to some churches there in Nigeria or here, and I don't know what those churches are doing. Those churches are supposed to pick up this man's bill. The church that he's going to is supposed to pick up his bill. The church he's coming from in Nigeria is supposed to pick up his bill. But and he has to be paying for everything by himself. He's paying everything by himself. Hello, sir. Who is calling from where?
Here is Ernest, Pastor Ernest from Germany.
Oh, Pastor Ernest, now you caused the problem. Oh.
Yes, it's a very sad issue.
How did you even meet himself?
I met him in Lagos in those days. In fact, it was very nice. In those days, I think it was in Full Gospel that I got to discover him, and I was very glad, to meet him. And because he was also a singer, but the surprising thing was that the first time he met me and I introduced myself, after like few weeks, when I met him again, I just greeted him and mentioned his name, and he just mentioned my name immediately.
Wow.
And I said, this guy must be extra intelligent. So we became friends, and he didn't live too far from the church I was worshiping. So I used to visit him, but there was this shock I had. I said, how he was able to move around Lagos without anyone. He would just be going alone like that on the streets.
Are you serious?
And I,
so
come rain, come
you
sun,
yourself, you witnessed this thing?
yes, I was with him. We were friends for years. And where he stayed, I used to visit. We were very close. And later, even until he got married, I was there in his wedding. When he did his album launch, I was there. We've been very close, and I've always, I think later he now, when he was, after he got married, he moved back to the East, and I went, okay, he used to go, because he was in the university at the East, so he used to come, holiday time, he would come to Lagos and spend some months, and later would go back. So anytime he comes, we would be together, and, playing together, singing together, and all that. So I really admired him, and he was an inspiration to me. Looking at his achievement at that time, I said, "Wow, this guy is." In fact, when I traveled here, one time he called me. I still kept in contact when I came in here. One time he called me, was in Aberdeen doing his masters. I was surprised. I said, how did you cope out? I mean, he told me his experience and everything. And another time was, he called me, he was in Portugal, and I said, wow. So this time around, I decided we were going to go visit him to do our holiday there, and then to visit him. And in fact, he is one of the main reason why we decided to go to Portugal for our holiday. And it's a great, it's a great privilege knowing him, and he's very forceful, very, in fact, when I went there, we had to walk together from his house to down somewhere. And I noticed that as we were going together, he was telling me every place. When we get to a place, he would tell me we are at so place. This is how it's called. And I will look and say, this shop is here. He knows every place. I said, how come you are able to? So in fact, he directed me, because I just said, I parked the car. I said, let's walk together. And he was directing me to where we were going. We are going, we are here, we are there. And I said, how come you are able to, to know this? He said, yeah, that is how he is. In fact, even someone in Lagos wondered, someone who drove him one day home and told him, Sonny, you have to tell us if you are really blind, because the way you are, where you are familiar with the area, it's suspicious. So it's really someone, it's really someone we need to support. And I've done my best. I've tried my best. I told him, any difficulty, anytime, call me, talk with me. So I'm doing my best. I spend my time. He can call me 12 midnight, 1 a.m. I told him, anytime you need help, anything on the internet, I'm ready to help. So I'm doing my best to help him. He needs support. He really needs support, financially and otherwise. Because for someone without eyes to be able to get to that level of achievement is recommendable. I hardly find anyone who goes that far. I hardly find, and he's trying everything. We've been sharing ideas. I've been, it was really tough with him even while there. Really tough. Even to eat was difficult. One night I was even crying how I could help him, because I was incapacitated. The little I could afford, I did. But it was really tough to even pay the rent, to eat was really difficult. But by the grace of God, it's getting better gradually. And I'm very glad that you're able to take him up on the program. Pastor, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes. You're able to take him up in the program to be supported. To be supported. He really needs support. He needs support. He's very forceful. He doesn't depend, and that is one thing. So when I got there, even before we traveled, before we went to Portugal, the Lord laid in my heart that when I get there, I have to do a live broadcast with him. You know, when we got there, we went the following day to visit him. We spent all the time, and I forgot. And we got home that night, as I was having my quiet time, the Lord spoke to me again, said, "You forgot to tell Sonny that you have to do a live broadcast with him. You need to go back and do it with him." So I called him, I told him, I said, "This is what is going on, and I would like to do this thing with you." He said, "Oh, no problem." So we went back 2 days after, and I did that broadcast. And I was fulfilled when I did it. I was fulfilled. So I'm really glad that you accepted to bring him out. And I'm really planning with everyone watching right now that we should support him, support him as much as possible. He's married. The wife is very pretty. He has children, children back at home, and he has brought 2 there. I mean, to have a family, to be complete, to make things a bit easy. So it's someone we should support. Even when my kids asked when we went there, they said, "So you've not seen your children?" My children were asking all sorts of questions because someone with such beautiful children. He said, "Does it mean he has not seen his wife before?" I said, "He has never seen his wife." And the wife is so pretty. The children are so wonderful. And it's the grace of God. And yeah, I'm glad to know him. And I plead with everyone, let's do our best to support him. He's someone that needs support. He was being helped by the state, but because of the way things are, no help from anywhere. He's just struggling by himself. So he needs to be supported. So thank you so much, Pastor, for the privilege to bring him out. And his book is there on Amazon, The Journey of Grace, and his music too. He has done beautiful songs on iTunes that I would also advise people to go there and download. It's a part of support we can render. Thank you so much.
Pastor Ernest, thank you so much. You have given me a gift that is more than money with this program. You have just awakened a burden of empathy and sympathy and and feeling. I'm feeling what our people are feeling. I'm feeling the burden of what impaired people are feeling. Disabled people in our country, and I'm feeling the pain of this man. This is an amazing journey, and God is going to hugely reward you, Pastor Ernest, in heaven.
Yes, sir.
Heaven is going to celebrate you for bringing this man out and for introducing this man to me. And I'm very grateful, and I'm sure that the life of everybody that is watching this program is being impacted just by you arranging for this man to come on board. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. And finally, one thing is that he did not just become selfish. He has a foundation that is supporting other blind people in Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is one amazing thing. He donates, he gives the little he has to also provide for them, to also be able to go to school, to be able to learn.
Wow.
He had, if this foundation that is managing by himself and using part of his resources to also help. So that is one thing that really surprises me, that he is not just selfish, but he tries to also help others.
Wow.
So
he's helping other blind people all over Nigeria.
Yes, he has a foundation that is providing braille materials, typewriters, computers. Even has some videos that is how people are teaching them how to operate computers and all that in Nigeria.
Do we? So we could all partner with his foundation.
Absolutely.
So he has a foundation where we can partner with.
Yes.
Okay, they are showing the photographs now of what he's doing. These are the equipments for the blind. He's the one providing for them.
Yes.
Wow.
Single-handedly. Yeah.
He's supplying all the other blind people all over Nigeria.
Yes.
So it
And
means
he
that
told
this
me,
is the kind of person we should be giving our tithe and offering to now.
yes, sure. Sure.
He is the so I see he's doing a serious work. Oh, talk
Yes.
photography in Charlotte. Nada maximum na jipakazi.
Yes.
Oh, my brethren, everybody that is watching us today, please, I beg you, let us become partners with this man. Let us see what we can do to partner with him and to, to be able to support him in the wonderful work that he's doing. Please, everybody, please. Even if it's going to be 10% of your tithe that you want to be sending to him, let us make up our mind to do that. It's not even for him alone. It's not even living for himself. He's supporting other people. Wow. What a man. No, was this Drugo? Is one of that? No, Pakanet, another Drugo. Okay, so thank you so much, Pastor.
Yes, sir.
I think somebody else wants to call too. Let's see another.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Blessings.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Yes, the Budu Bosha photography. Let's try. I think we have another caller. We are going to bring Sonny back. But before we bring him back, let's see if we could hear another caller. I think somebody else is trying to call. That doesn't mean yet. Which is Mala photography was done. So, yeah, let's see who is the next person to call. Let's hear what people have to say. What are you people experiencing? What are you people going through? What is going through your mind? Hello? Do we have a caller there? Hello? Are you sure we have a caller? I can't hear anybody's voice. So. Huh? Hello? I think we have to try it again. It's like somebody is trying to call us. We are going to see if we can get the person. Hello? Who is on the line? We can't hear your voice, oh. Okay, let's go and get Sonny. Maybe unless we have a caller. Okay. Well, these callers, let them get through now. Otherwise, I want to go and hear Sonny's story, more of his stories. Unless somebody will get through now. Because I want to ask about Sonny's foundation. But let's see if the caller will talk now. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
Yes, it's good evening here. Who is calling, please, from where?
Please, it's Gabriel Nnadi calling from Malaysia.
From Malaysia, Gabriel. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, Pastor.
Did you hear this story?
Yes, I've been listening to this story for about 1 hour now. Nearly 1 hour now. So,
yes.
Actually, I do listen to your program, but have never kind of physically identify with it. But I've been very, very much in communication with your program.
Okay.
So, and this story is unfortunate that this story I'm hearing it for the first time.
Yes.
And it's very, very painful.
Yeah.
Very, very painful.
Very painful.
But I thank God for His grace, because a story like this, it's only the grace of God that can sustain this kind hero.
Yes.
All this while. But let me just make a little remark here.
Yes.
There are many like him. There are many, especially, when we talk about Nigeria today, people don't understand some of the things that happen in Nigeria.
Okay, sir.
I saw you. I saw you when you were like vibrating in regards to uh, his story in Lagos, how
Yes,
he
sir.
was sojourning from one place to other, falling
Yes.
inside the gutter. You
Yes.
know, I mean, you that is with your full sight could not be able to spend 2 weeks in Lagos and the rest of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you will not understand. Even you will not understand. Some Nigerians are already used to this kind of situation
Wow.
because millions are passing through that kind of situation. Millions, not I'm talking about millions.
Wow.
And because that's why sometimes when you see an average Igbo man, his heart is different from other Nigerians because what we passed through as a result of the Biafran Nigerian war, uh, uh, the history could not record and cover what people passed through
all the horrors and sufferings.
what people are still passing through as
Wow.
as a result of those period of time.
Wow.
So, and as a result of that, so many people, when you talk about, like in this program, I just said something, I made a comment in this program, somebody was counter. I told him, I said, you're a kid, you don't know what happened. Because if you understand the decadence of a societal situation caused by that war, through the negligence of the Nigerian government,
Yes.
up till now, especially in the East,
Wow.
especially in the East. Could you imagine a situation whereby there is no single school, a federal school, catering for this kind of disabled citizens within the entire Eastern region? I'm talking
Wow.
about the entire Eastern region, and there is nothing like that.
Wow.
Ordinarily, he was not supposed to study in Lagos.
Oh, of course, no.
If there was a provision for him within the East, he was not supposed to go to Lagos and be sojourning from one place, falling inside gutter just to acquire education.
Yes, sir.
Why not have such kind of provision around the East?
Yes.
Why can't government provide for at least if the government cannot provide for the healthy citizens who are with their side, what of this kind of people?
Yes, sir.
So I don't want to go too far because maybe I may be blocking others from calling, but I want to say I'm going to make a little contribution, just very little, a small token. I am very much touched from what I'm just hearing. And it's even unfortunate that it's coming from my own side because I'm also an Igbo man.
Yes.
Hearing my fellow Igbo man, passing through all these things. But sometimes
very
I wonder
painful. Very painful.
why the church keep quiet. This is why I don't pay tithes to any pastor.
Yes.
I don't give not even the Reverend Father. I don't give anybody 1 naira. I have warned my wife. Never any day I listen to I heard that he's giving anybody money. Then she will pack her load and go.
Yes.
I always tell her, you see people on the street, see all those beggars,
Yes.
see all those hospitalized,
Yes.
see all those crippled. These are the people that deserve to take money. Not all these people that are camouflaging in different forms, manipulating people from one way or the other.
Yes, yes, yes.
But let me not just waste our time. I would like to have, he can send me his account.
Yes, sir.
In this my Facebook messenger. He can send me his account number. At least I'll try my best. Within 2 weeks, I'll send 100,000 naira for him.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much, sir. Gabriel.
So I don't have much to say. I'm very happy that you raised up this issue. I have never had a story that touched me like this story.
Yes.
If possible, I would like to have his private phone number.
Yes, we will send it to you now.
All right.
Yes, sir.
God
Please,
bless.
Babusha, please send the telephone number.
Please continue. Continue.
Thank
with the
you,
program.
sir.
I'm very, very much.
Thank you so much.
I have shared this post to all the groups that are in my contact.
Yes.
A lot of people are hearing it.
Please, everybody, go and share this thing. Oh, let's all go and share. Share this message. Let's go and share in all groups.
This man actually deserves. He's a hero.
He's a hero
of no comparison.
Yes. Please, let's go and share this message in all the groups and in all our contacts onto everybody. Please go share. Go share the message. Let's go and share the message, please. You do have any?
Help us out of all
Thank you,
this
Gabriel.
rubbish.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, sir. Ooh, please, if you can go and buy the book also, The Journey of Grace. That's Sonny's book. Total Issues won it. Let's get Sonny back. Is Sonny there? Let's go and get him back. And send the contact to the person immediately. All his something. Oh, my. Wow. Is it there? Is Sonny there? Please, somebody, please, let's go and share this message with everybody. Thank God we have the first 100,000 naira to be sent to Sonny. And everybody else who want to send money to him, the telephone number is there, the email number is there. His contacts are on the screen right now. You see it down. It's, on the, what do you call it? On the screen, you will see the text on the screen. Hello, Sonny.
Hello, Pastor.
Yes, sir. Sorry, we were talking without you here because your telephone, I don't know what they are doing with your network over there. It's like Nigeria network. Please, make you tell me about your foundation. Pastor Ernest called and said that you have foundation. Tell us about that foundation. What are you doing there?
Is this okay?
Yeah.
They say you have foundation.
Put that in my message.
Can you tell us about the foundation? They say you have foundation that you are using to take care of other people. Please, I want to hear about the foundation. Yes. Is it true? Can you tell me about your foundation? Hello, sir.
Unfortunately, sir, I can't even hear you very well. I don't know what happened to the speaker, but my foundation is called Redemption International for the Blind.
Okay.
Redemption International for the Blind was originally registered in Aberdeen when I went there to do my master's, and it was actually.
Yes, sir. We are hearing you. My microphone is okay, but we lost him again. Zvanok, yes, there. Huh? Is Zvanok, yes? No, I don't know it is Zvanok with them. Nada его остановить, потому что мы не видим, он же завис, останови Zvanok. This their line, eh? This line, this Satan, eh? Satan, you are a loser. This man will be helped. He will get all the help he needs in the name of Jesus. With this your line, with this network, you will not stop this testimony. Okay. We will not stop this testimony in Jesus' name. This testimony will go to the end of the earth in Jesus' name. Please, someone wants to call, because we cannot get, no, that was Swiji, no. Yeah. We can't get Sonny again. I don't know. That his network is not very good. But please, let us call him. He has his direct number there. Let us, all of us, begin to call him. So that we will, I will finish the program soon now. But somebody wants to call. Let's still hear one more caller before we finish the program. Oh, my God. Yes. Who is calling, please?
This is Kenny from UK.
Kenny. Oh, yeah. How are you, my sister?
I'm fine, yes.
Have you been with us?
Not from the beginning, but I can't what you are saying, talking about. There's so many people like that in Nigeria, to be truthful. Like the last caller called, it's not only in the eastern part. There are loads of people that are disabled one way or the other. Maybe they have visual impairment or one way or the other, but they're all just by themselves. I want to give you an example. My sister works with Lagos state government. She was posted to one home. Hello, dear sir, you still there?
Yes, yes, yes. Please talk.
She was posted to a home to work there. She's an administrator. I'm just saying the level of how things are really bad in Nigeria, how we neglect one another, how we don't care. It's not even just about the government alone. It's about me and you, about every one of us, helping one another and not just closing our eyes to the other person and just writing them off, say, oh, this person is not like me, this person is disabled, or this person is that, and write them off. You know, my sister was posted to this home. She was an administrator, and the home was started by the deputy governor, former deputy governor of Lagos State, because she too, she had a child that was autistic, disabled one way or the other. When she got to the home, the children were neglected. The day she was talking to me about it, I was crying. She said, all the people that were supposed to take care of the children, they don't even come to work. They will they said if any child is troublesome, they lock that child in the room and they'll be looking for the child. They don't feed them well. The money they were supposed to be given to them, they don't give them the money. They don't feed them well. I happen to work in a home where I have physically challenged children in UK. And I know the kind of budget, the kind of love that is given to these children. In that home that I work in UK, a child's budget for a year is £200,000. And that has to be spent on them. But in Nigeria, what we do is that as soon as we know there's money in there, people divert that money into their own private accounts. And these are the people that say they are pastors in church. They are deaconesses in churches. They go to Pentecostal churches, they go and they'll be in church on Sunday, they'll go and be praying. But when they go to work on Monday, they do something else. They do what is not even Christianly. It is so
even
pathetic.
Apart from the government, just like you said, apart from the government, where are Christians in our country?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Do we have Christians?
Exactly, do we have Christians? Yes, I've cried over this thing several times.
Or do we even have churches? What are churches using the money? What are churches using the money for?
No, what they do is that they want to do miracles. They want people to come, and they organize some people to pretend as if they are blind, and they tell you that they've opened that person's eyes. And the real person that is actually blind, then they go there, they extort them, they collect money from them, which is actually true. When you see people, ask them. In Nigeria, that's what most of these churches do. You know, where are we? It's not about the government. It's about we within ourselves, helping one another, not closing eyes. People go to work and they don't put their 100%, and they still expect to collect money. My sister said eventually the home was closed and the children were scattered all over the place. These are children that can't walk, children that cannot see, and they staff them. They're supposed to be doing physiotherapy. Disabled children. Somebody had a foresight, she opened it, and at the end of the day, they ruined it. Because we go to work, they don't do anything. My sister said even people that are supposed to be carrying these children, you will not see them.
Because those people who are working there, the people you say they go to work, they have not been taught to have empathy. They have not been taught love. They don't know what love is. The churches are not teaching this kind of love. They are not teaching this kind of compassion.
They say it's not even, I'm telling you, I told people, do you know how many training I've gone through to be able to work with these children? I need to show them love. There was a day I went to work, DSA. I was about going home. One of the children, she grabbed me and she started scratching me. I couldn't do anything. I'm not allowed to touch her or retaliate back. That doesn't mean the next day I go to work, I won't still talk to her. I'll still have to show her love because it's my duty to do it. I need to be understanding. I'm a mother. I always tell myself, the first thing I think about is that if I am the one that have this challenge child, what will I do? Will I abandon them? Will I not show love to them? I go there every now and then. I work there. They call them, it's called RNIB. It's called disabled children. And these children are very intelligent, as you see them. They might have impairments in some areas, but their senses are very good.
Yeah, just like this man.
Exactly. There's a boy, he just needs to meet you one day, just one day, DSA. If you go there in maybe 3 weeks after, he will call your name. Just say a word. He will just come near you and he'll call your name and say, oh, is that Pastor Sunday? I'm telling you. These children are very, very intelligent. But where do we put them in Nigeria? We abandon them. We feel that they don't have any future. They are neglected. It's so disheartening. It's so disheartening. I told myself, I just pray God give me the grace. I want to go and open a home in Nigeria where it's free. Children that are disabled should come there. That is my vision. That's why I told God. That's why I want to go to that home, because I'm learning a lot. I'm learning how to love. You don't need to love people that loves you back. You need to love people that can't even show you love.
Yes.
That is Christian love. When you love people that loves you back, I don't see it as love. But you love people that you know they can't give you back that love you're giving to them. That's what I believe is practical love.
Yes. And that's what Jesus said.
It's so disheartening. That's what Jesus said. It's so disheartening. And these people that works in these homes, they are Christians. They call themselves pastors. They call themselves deaconess. And they're so cruel.
If pastors and deaconess and ministers and believers are so cruel like that, can you imagine the kind of society we have?
I'm telling you, what they think about, the only thing they do, they always think about is offering, tithes. They believe, no, as long as they go to church, they do service in church. That is what is acceptable before God. They are choir or they are ushers in church or this. They believe that is a service unto God. No, that is not a service unto God. Service unto God is service on Israel.
Religion has killed faith. Religion has killed Christianity. Religion has killed love.
I'm sorry, dear. Say 1 second. Let me give you a scenario. I watched this woman, Funke, whatever her name, Felix, whatever, I can't remember. She was saying that her sister didn't get pregnant because her sister wasn't going to church very well. And I listened to that program. I was like, this is wrong. This is not right. You don't feel, she said that her sister got married because her sister served her for 11 years. And after she got married, she didn't have children on time. And she now went to God and prayed to God that why is it that her sister didn't get married? She said God told her that her sister was not coming to church faithfully. She said that anytime the angels that brings children to church, to her, they don't meet her in church. I was like, what? So it is only in church that God can meet with you. We have idolized church. We have turned church to the temples.
Church
like
has become
the Pharisees.
Church has become an idol.
Yeah, we've idolized church. And that is why a lot of people will take big money. Instead of them helping a disabled person, they believe that there's more blessing in giving to the church than giving to somebody that they feel that can't repay them. They believe there is God more in their church than someone helping their human another person that needs help. We need to reorientate ourselves. We need to know that if you can't show love to your brother that you see.
Can you imagine the story of this man by himself, walking throughout Lagos without a stick or nothing?
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine?
And he got education for himself, primary school, secondary school, first degree, second degree, PhD now, and he's sponsoring himself.
You see determination.
And he doesn't even have money to pay for the school. He doesn't even have money to pay for school. He's still pushing there by faith. That's why I'm telling everybody watching today, don't buy my book today. Let's all go and buy his book on Amazon. Let's everything you want to use to buy book or anything, send to him. Send every money to this man.
Yes, so please, I want his account details. Whatever I can.
We don't have his account details, but we have his telephone. His telephone is there. We are showing his telephone right now. It's on the screen.
Okay, no. On the screen.
Thank you, man.
We need to love one another and show love, but not just to the church. The church is just a building.
Thank you, Kenny.
We are the church.
I think we have a caller.
Okay, then. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah, bye.
Thank you so much. Let's try to see if we could get Sunny again. Let's try to see if we could get Sonny. Zwankaneto. Let's see if we could get Sonny. So at least to say bye-bye to him or so. Or to be able to hear what he has to say before we go. He has two numbers. These are two numbers that he has left here. All his numbers are now on the screen. His numbers are on the screen, so please get in touch with him. Can we get him? Is he there? Can we get him anyhow? Please, everybody, try to get him. And his email also is there on the screen. You can also write him or go to his homepage. Oh, my. Amazing. Amazing. It's just heartbroken. What a story. What a story. Can we find him? Please, let's bring him back to say bye-bye to people, or for us to say bye-bye to him. This is their internet in that Portugal. I'm really vexed at this their internet. I'm really cross at this their internet. Please, everybody, I told you, please make you not buy any book from me today. Let's send all the money to Sonny. Please, I beg you. Anything you can do, let's do it. He will tell us how to send money to him. We don't know, but he will let us know. You can't get him, eh? Okay, no problem. Anyway, I think or somebody want to call. Anyway, guys, please go and look for Sonny yourself. Call him on phone because his internet is not working and we are calling through the internet. So go and call him, get in touch with him, send him SMS. He will explain to you how you could send money to him and help him. Thank you, guys. I'm done for today. I'm just done. Thank you, guys. God bless.